Here we are 2 weeks away from the start of the NFL season. Matter of fact, it's 2 weeks from Thursday. So we're right there, guys, which is awesome. Zac Taylor talked about the franchise right there, Joe Burrow in Cincinnati. How is his progress coming along? Good as he's ever looked, except for the fact that he can't walk, right? And that his calf is torn to shreds, and he can't play NFL football right now. But he looks fantastic, which is the old thing they used to say about you guys in the locker room. Looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane. Of course, if you say that today, you probably get sued. But that's an old NFL saying about guys that are like, wait. I didn't say it. I said that's what they used to say. That's not attributed to me. No, I was referencing other people saying, looks like Tarzan, plays like Jim.
Okay.
Which basically just means there are guys that you've met them, you've seen them in locker rooms, who are like weight room warriors, but can't play football. Right? Well, this guy looks great.
I'm not going to co-sign what you just said.
Yeah. Thanks.
However,
home team.
Look, this is all you can say when you have a quarterback that's not available to get under center and actually take snaps. Look, you got to keep yourself in some type of physical shape. Everybody has to do that. This is coach speak.
Yes.
That's all this is. You don't have any update. You're not willing to update us on his actual injury and his status.
Yeah, by the way, they didn't do that. Like, hey, what's the update on his calf? He looks fantastic. Yeah, like he's a model.
Yeah.
All right, he's Zac Efron in Baywatch. Like, okay, can't play football though, but he looks fantastic. Now, here's the reality, Greg Jennings. This is a bit of not a disease, like an epidemic, where everybody in the NFL, if you talk about them, everybody looks terrific.
Okay.
And is in the best shape of their lives. Just to give you an example.
Please.
Show me Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald. Bang, what's it say? What's it say?
I'm in the best shape of my life. I feel like my strength is where it needs to be.
You're going to stop at the first line. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm sure you are. How about random wide receiver for the Patriots, Kendrick Bourne? What did he say? Go ahead, Greg.
I feel the best I've ever felt.
Yeah.
Best shape of my life.
All right, let's stay random here. Let's go to Carolina. Their tight end, Hayden Hurst. What did he say, Greg?
As for himself, he's 100%.
Yeah.
Ready to go and in the best shape of his
All right, now let's go to better, well-known players. Let's go out to Denver. What did Sean Payton say about Russell Wilson?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, any idea?
He looks really good. He's in really good shape. I will co-sign this.
All right, let's just go as random as we possibly can. There's a New York Giants reporter, I never heard of him, named Dan Steiner. He was talking about Giants tight end Daniel Bellinger. What did he say about Daniel Bellinger?
Oh, man, he showed up to – we're going back to OTAs?
Yeah.
Showed up to OTAs in the best shape of his life.
No joke.
And he put some great tape out there.
Yeah, no joke. I just picked 5 random teams. Every guy that is talked about publicly in the NFL in the summertime, it's the same rhetoric. He showed up in the best shape of his life. Hey, Aaron Rodgers with the New York Jets. Robert Saleh, what do you think about Aaron? Showed up in the best shape of his life. Like, that's their go-to now, Gregor.
It is their go-to. Look, they have to have something to give hope.
He showed up in the best shape of his
and
life.
Whether it's Bellinger, a guy that most people probably don't even know about,
tight end, yeah.
Or it's your starting quarterback in Joe Burrow, they're in the best shape of their life. There's nothing to worry about. He's in the best shape of his life. Russell Wilson, he played terrible last year, but this year is different because he's in the best shape of his life.
Up in the best shape of his life. You got to love it. Which brings me to Mac Jones, who apparently did not show up in the best shape of his life.
Was he one of the? He kind of was in this film.
Yeah, listen, I'm sure I could find a quote where somebody said he did. Anyhow, he claims that this year is going to be different for him and the New England offense because he's going to get back to being, his words, not mine, Alabama Mac.
Oh, yeah.
What does that mean?
Apparently, he's reuniting with all the skill guys that he played with at Alabama, and they're coming to New England.
Is that what's happening?
It has to be.
Yeah, Nick Saban's coming too.
It's the only way we're going to see Alabama. Like, look at these receivers. Look at these skill guys that he had at Alabama. Like, when you think about Mac Jones and what he now currently has, Kendrick Bourne, Juju Smith-Schuster, Devontae Parker, and you think about the talent that he had around him at Alabama, that offense was built around him, and they had some very, very intriguing, electric skill players surrounding him. Are we not going to show the list of guys? Or
we're just going to keep showing that play.
We're just going to keep showing this.
We only have the rights to one Mac Jones play because he didn't have many last year.
Pretty much. But my point is, like, when you have...
You're saying he had better talent in Alabama than...
Thank you, guys.
Listen, give us time. We get to it.
Look at the running backs, Najee Harris, Ramondre Stevenson, like, the wide receivers, Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle. Like, all these guys... Compare that Alabama team to the guys that are in the NFL right now.
One might say... Wow, Mac Jones was really a product of the talent around him when he was at Alabama.
One might say
And maybe he wasn't responsible because, to be fair, the guys that you guys put up on that list, in their own right, have maintained a level of excellence and become NFL stars, right?
Yeah.
So perhaps Mac Jones never should have been viewed as a franchise quarterback in the NFL.
So I think which
is just another mistake that Bill Belichick made with his hubris. That's all. He thought he could have found another Tom Brady, and he hasn't.
That's what they were hoping that they found. Like, look, the way he's running this offense now, he's not the main guy in charge. Yes, they go as he goes, but right now, Bill Belichick and others, they don't trust Mac Jones to shoulder the load, which is why you add Ezekiel Elliott, which is why you continue to get guys behind him so that you can support him with the running game, which is their strength of their offense.
I tell you, the more I watch Mac Jones highlights, as much as I want to throw Bill Belichick into the East River, the reality is that he might have done a great coaching job. What were they, 8-9 last year, right?
No, he did.
I mean, to win that many games with a guy that thus far in his career is an average quarterback, like, he didn't throw for 3,000 yards last year. That ain't good in a passing league.
No, it is not.
And yet he threw for more yards than Daniel Jones.
However, when you look at the guys, like, your personnel.
Yep.
So when you build a team, and this is why I say he coached very well.
Yeah.
The other hat that he wears as general manager, that's the part I feel like he failed.
Which is why I've always said coaches should coach, executives should... Execute, whatever it is, that doesn't make sense.
I was waiting on to see what you would say.
I got halfway home and I didn't finish it off there, but when I saw the quote of "I'm returning to Alabama Mac," I was like, what does that mean? Well, thank God we found it. He told us when I'm in the right headspace and can go out there and let it fly and not think too much and go play football. In other words, when I can throw the ball up for grabs, I know that Devontae Smith.
Exactly. Can we put the list of skill guys back up, please? Like, can we please? I could, like,
That's what he's talking about.
Right now, I could have Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Najee Harris, all these pieces around me, surrounding me, with my slings arm on.
Yeah.
I can go and make those guys look good, or they can go and make me look good.
Like, just throw the ball up. Those guys are going to make plays.
What he's saying is going out there and letting it fly. Like, Bill Belichick doesn't trust him in this moment to be that guy. He hasn't proven that he can be that guy. But then you look at his skill guys around him, and they just don't equate to him being that guy.
I will be fair to Mac Jones on one thing. Bill Belichick did him a tremendous disservice last year, having two incompetent offensive coordinators.
He did.
Trying to run the offense. Bill O'Brien is a competent play caller and has a resume to back up why he got head coaching jobs and why he is so well thought of. So maybe that's a big difference. But like you just said, there's not a lot of talent around him where he can just throw the ball up and win every 50-50 ball. Doesn't exist. Hey there, thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.